Good. Alright, hi Diane, this is my speech. I'm going to show you my audience really quick. So, it's my dad, my sister, and my mom. I only have 3 because my sister fell asleep, so... In today's society, I believe there are a lot of social issues that occur throughout our world today. I believe that the most popular issues that are talked about in our world are the ISIS attacks that occur, not really in America right now, but throughout the world, the most popular one being in Brussels recently, and also the presidential candidates in the United States, and really the debate between Republicans and the Democrats. I believe a social issue that is not really recognized or seen as serious is animal cruelty. In 2014, the Humane Society website talked about how there were 1,880 cases of animal abuse recorded and reported to the media. 64.5% of those abuses involved dogs, and 25% of those dogs involved the pit bull breed. 18% included cats, and the other 25% included other animals that primarily were farm animals, such as cows, chickens, and pigs. I'm going to talk about the 25% primarily. Those 25% that include the cows, pigs, and chickens are by far the worst types of abuse possible. I watched a video on YouTube that was labeled Animal Abuse, and it really just showed how the farm lifestyle and how the farmers actually treated the pigs before, or the cows before slaughter, or before they were processed for food. An example of this is how pigs were treated. Pigs were beaten, pigs were cut their tails off and they were given no sedatives so they felt all the pain, and they were also just living in inhumane circumstances. They were all living in this one pen, probably 20 to 1 pen, where they were so confined that they couldn't even move or lay down properly. I believe this is absolutely wrong and is absolutely disgusting. Here is a picture of baby piglets living on a farm. As you can see, they have obvious infection and disease, and they're actually chained up to a bar so they can't physically move. Next, although the farms are a huge, wide spread of abuse, it also occurs a lot in Asian countries such as China. In China, it is very popular to actually burn dogs and cats alive without any sedative or anything. They are feeling the burning of just the boiling water. Here it is shown a live dog trying to get out of boiling water. This is completely wrong because they're feeling everything. They have they're feeling every sense of pain. They have no sedative. They have no numbing. It's just straight boiling water. And lastly, here's a chart that shows the different types of abuse that many people project onto animals. As you can see, this large peach section is actually just neglect. Owners actually just neglect and don't actually pay attention to their dogs or cats or other animals that they might have. Also, going into this, animal abuse actually occurs in drug cartels and are used to make profit. Animals are used to fight and are used to smuggle drugs from across borders because no one expects a dog or a cat to have drugs inside of them. Many dogs and cats actually produce infections because the drugs get into their system and end up dying. This shows that it's a new way of selling drugs and it's becoming very common in countries such as Mexico. My last point is that 70% of people that abuse dogs have a past criminal record. Also, 85% of those those criminals have domestic violence records. So this shows that they produce their violence on animals because they don't want to get in trouble for doing it on another human. All in all, I believe that animal abuse is completely wrong, and I don't believe that the US or the world is taking it seriously enough. I think we need to do something about it very soon before the problem gets worse and worse to a point where we can't turn back. And now I am open for questions.
So, what can we, as just an everyday person, do to help with this situation?
So he asked if what us as humans and in our daily lives, what we can do to actually help this abuse, and that's a great question. I believe that we can just bring awareness. I believe that showing our support for these abused animals can actually just make a difference. Also, a lot of people actually, if this is not really the norm, but people go vegetarian because they see these videos and they see these documentaries of people abusing these animals, and it just makes them so sick where they stop buying these products that that these animals are abused and that they made these products. So that also shows that they're showing support for these animals and not really they're taking initiative, and they're making these animals known and remembered. And that is all for questions, so thank you very much.